No points for bravery, Carly?
No, unfortunately, it was a game I thought was in our control. Just a couple of one-on-one missed tackles, and they made us pay for it. It's a bit of a shame, really. You know, I thought they competed very well in most areas of the game, and come back from 10-0 down, and thought we had the game in our keep in there in the second half, and just a couple of tries in late in the half there, and yeah, that was enough.
I suppose prognosis. Henry, sorry.
Not sure. PCL, they were saying, so it's not. You know, generally, if it is, it's a 6-week injury, so it's. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it's not. It'll be a mid to long term sort of thing if it is a PCL.
Do you expect Albert to be right on Sunday?
Not sure. We hope to have him right, but again, you know, he's going to have to get out in the training field and finish the sessions, and if he does that, he'll be right to go.
Is it tough when you're down on troops, sort of having to put square pegs in round holes in some places, and you've got another game coming up on Sunday? Like, there's not much of a turnaround, or is that a good thing? You can just sort of move on.
Oh, the better you can wear that, the better side you are. You know, it's just the way it is. You know, they had to shuffle players around, and you know, we had to shuffle players around, and you know, it was every game over the weekend similar things happened. You know, and the better you cope with adversity, it seems at the moment. You know, they're the sides that are winning games. You can't let it affect the way you play. Like I said, we scored enough points to win the game, but it sort of came down to some one-on-one missed tackles from guys. You know, you wouldn't expect to do that.
Is it just the injuries in the Origin, Cardi, or is there more to it? Cause this slump?
No, mate. I suppose everyone's going to have an opinion. You know, confidence comes into it, and learning. You know, forgetting how to win comes into it. I think that was probably an example tonight where the game was in our control and we didn't close it down. And that all comes into it. It's not. Look, this is not easy. This this level of football, it's very tough, and fortunate for us that we got off to a good start in the year, and we're not that far away points wise, but we've got a lot of work to do. When we get through this Origin period, it looks like it's going to be a similar sort of end of the season for us as last year was. But look, no one's packing up shop here. The players are working very hard, and it is disappointing when you come so close to a victory when you really need it. But it's a 4-point game for us next week. Next week becomes very important after that loss tonight.
So were you happy with how the guys composed themselves, having lost Bodie back level at half time? What momentum could you take out of that?
Yeah, I thought our attack generally was really good tonight. We spoke about being composed, and then we lost Bo Henry and Ashley Harrison was filling in the 5/8 role, and then we lost him as well. So, our backs were up against it, but attack-wise, I think we were really good. Like Cardi said, it was probably a few defensive errors, one-on-ones that sort of let us down, and in the end we were chasing a too big a target.
Cardi must have been pretty happy with James Roberts, probably underutilised him a bit there towards the end.
Yeah, he was, he showed what he's capable of. He's still a bit short of a run, I think, and especially at that level. It's the first game he's played at that level for a while, and he was probably the most dangerous player on the field. It was a bit hard, when you lose your right edge half, and Brad Takarangi filled in there, so the ball was going to pretty much to Bobby, because he was in charge of the kicking game as well. So as much as we would like to have got the ball more to James, it was a whole new combination on that edge, and probably just struggled to get the clean ball to him. But when he did get it, he was very dangerous.
Will, you've been one of the players that sort of had to shuffle around a little bit this season with various injuries and people dropping in there. I mean, how tough is it for you guys on the field in terms of forming those combinations and things like that, with the way everything's been sort of moving around in the team, I guess? You've had sort of players coming in and out, I guess, in very crucial positions.
Yeah, it can get tough, especially when when you got your 6 and your 7 who are swapping over, and we've had a little bit of that in the past month. So, it hasn't been easy for us, but I think, you know, a bloke like Maurice Blair, he's had to come in and out a couple of times now, and he's done a wonderful job for us. So, you know, to have a backup like him's we've been very fortunate. And, you know, like I said, even tonight when we had Brad Takarangan playing in there, I still thought our attack was really good. We stuck to our plan, and you know, we you know, probably our defence let us down a bit.
Caleb Binns good on debut too, Caleb?
Yeah, he was very strong. He was error free, and he didn't look out of place. You know, they still had pretty much their first grade forward pack. You know, I thought he lost nothing in comparison with the guys in front of him, and he looked like he enjoyed himself. You know, and that's you know, he did a good job.
He looks like he's got a bit of skill about him too.
Yeah, he has. He's got good hands, and he's got no fear. That's what I like about him. He doesn't. He went out there and he wasn't scared to have a crack passing the ball, or he had a few hit ups when he first got out there. He was very aggressive with his defence. You could tell he was really enjoying it.
Cardi Luke Bailey missed the ball tackle on Ben Robertsby, seemed to really click in after that. It looked like he was trying to make up for it.
Yeah, that was a combination there. He should never have got into that space. You know, we were too wide at A defender and put Bales under pressure. But yeah, he cares, mate. He cares about the results. He cares about the club, and he's these types of things. You know, he'll be inconsolable for a couple of days, but he'll be right by next week.